Hello guys, Emmanuel from Geekception here and hope you are doing awesome today. Now today I shall be sharing with you how Geekception started. Let's begin. And welcome back guys. Now this is the third episode of Story Time, which I think is pretty much self-explanatory. So yes, you guys have really loved Story Time, so yes, I shall be doing another Story Time, which is right now. Why am I talking about something I'm going to do when I'm just going to do it? Okay, so how did Geekception start? I don't believe I almost mispronounced my own Geekception. Anyways, so yeah, it started not as glamorous as it looks like here. You know, back when I was in Nigeria, if you've watched videos this long, you know, like I'm Nigerian, I come from Nigeria. So back when I was in Nigeria, I used to blog. I blogged for this company, a website called Mobility, now Mobility Arena, which, I mean, if you watched Geekly Weekly yesterday, I started blogging again back for them. But, you know, when I was in Nigeria, I did a lot of things. I did that. I did radio. I had a, brief time on radio as well with Tech 360 Nigeria. You know, I used to do a lot of freelance work back, when I was in university, also in Nigeria. So I've been someone which from a very early age, I've always liked to do a lot of things. So when I came here to Malaysia for studies, my first year, I was like, okay, you know what, Emmanuel, this is the deal. You're gonna, focus. You're gonna study. You're gonna face your book. So I did nothing. I resigned from my job back home. I stopped doing. I mean, obviously, because I'm here, so I stopped doing a lot of freelance work I used to do back home. So I stopped doing a lot of things that made me do something essentially. So end of the first year here, I noticed that I was really, really depressed because I'm not used to having so much free times on my hand. I'm not used to not doing anything, not using my brain, not using my arms. It's not a feeling I'm used to. So when that happens to me, it throws me into this no man's land where I don't know what is going on. So that happened. So I remember then I used to hang out with one of my very, very good friends, Shankar. So Shankar is Sri Lankan, but he grew up in Nigeria. And I knew him through a mutual friend. So when I came to Malaysia here, I came to the school which is the school I'm currently in right now. So I remember that time I used to hang out with Shankar a lot, and we used to just watch Linus Tech Tips. We used to watch Angry Joe Show. We just used to just geek out and just watch all of these amazing things. And I remember that time I wanted to buy a laptop, which was the Acer Aspire R7. I think it's like that laptop where it has no touchpad. At the back there, the touchpad is in front because you can actually shift the display. I was so in love with this laptop. Like I really, really wanted to get this laptop. So I used to obsess with this laptop until one day I went to hang out with Shankar and I saw that Shankar has a new laptop. I look at that laptop that Shankar has and it's like a Asus G750, the first original one, even before I think they had ROG back then. So I was like, whoa, this is amazing. This is a gaming laptop. It's so powerful. It's so strong. So immediately, Acer Aspire R7 gets thrown out of my mind. Now I want a gaming laptop. But I knew that I did not want a big, bulky laptop because, I mean, inevitably, the hardware is going to get outdated. When the hardware gets outdated, I still want to be able to use the laptop without, feeling like I'm carrying the entire economy on Nigeria, the entire Nigerian economy on my back, So I wanted something that was thin and light. So that was when I started looking. And then I saw the MSI GS70 back then, Stealth back then. And that time I had, I think, a GTX 755M, which I did not like at all. So I waited extra. So the money my mom gave me for the laptop, I kept that. That was about 3,000 ringgit. I then, saved up for the next, I think, 7-8 months. Got another 3,000 ringgit. And that's how I was able to get my... wait, give me a minute. Yes, I was able to get the MSI GS70 Stealth Pro. And it's a funny story on how I got it. Like, I know, I tend to ramble, but if you're watching this, there are high chances you're enjoying it. So enjoy the ride. So the day I had already saved, I was so hyped. I had watched all the videos. I tell you, I had watched all the videos about that laptop on YouTube. I kept on refreshing. I used the filter list where you can actually filter by, like the last uploaded day, where the video has been uploaded. I was obsessed with that laptop. I used to watch every video. So when I remember the day we went, Shankar, Jilan, another good friend of mine, and we all went to a KLCC, which is like the convention center here in town in Kuala Lumpur. Went there, I waited 10 hours in line that day with my awesome brothers. We got there at like, 10 o'clock, I think. We only left there at like 11 because apparently they had not even shipped the laptop to Malaysia, so we had to wait. So they told us to come back the next day, but I was too excited. Like, don't you see my excitement right now? I was like, no. You know what? I've waited like 8 months for this. I don't mind waiting another couple of hours. I did not know it was going to be like 10 hours. So I got back home with Shankar, with Jilan that night. It's like 12:30 in the morning. So, and I remember me and Shankar, I used to tell Shankar that, hey, we used to talk back and forth. Hey, let's start something. Yes, let's start something. Let's start something. Always like that. But we never actually did anything. So back then, we had just come back from, waiting about 10 hours in line, almost 11 hours. We had rarely eaten. We had not even, even like done anything fun that day at all. And I tell Shankar that, hey, let's start this YouTube channel tonight. He's like, yeah, but like we're tired, we are trying to come up with all these excuses, like we don't know, we don't have a camera, we don't know how to edit, we don't know how to shoot, we don't know anything. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I call my friend Shruti. Shruti is also one of my good friends. I call her and I'm like, hey, can I borrow your camera? She's like, no, like what do you want to do with the camera? I'm like, I want to shoot a video. I'm your friend. I'm a very good friend of yours. You're going to give me your camera. So I take her camera. She writes down some instructions of aperture, shutter speed, all of that stuff on a piece of paper. I don't even understand anything. Before that time in Nigeria, I'd only held the camera once in my life. So the time Shruti was lending me the camera, it was like the second time in my life ever that I held a camera. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I looked at the paper that she wrote on the aperture. It looked like Spanish to me. I was like, okay, I don't understand shit. Put the paper aside, turn on the camera. I kept, turning the mode dial until I got an image that was not that bad. And that was how I made the first video that is the unboxing of this MSI GS70 Stealth Pro here. And that was how, like they say, the rest is history, right? That's how the whole thing started. And from that moment, it has just been an awesome, most times some depressing, some other times, right, I would say, because if you told me like one day I would have this many subscribers, this many people that actually care about all the stuff that goes up on the channel, this many devices, this many videos, I would be like, huh? What? That's like the reaction I would have had. But today's been amazing. And back then I remember when I was starting up, a huge shout out to my main man Alistair, who made the intro video, Geekception intro video, if you see that, and a whole lot of, when I had a little fight with Shruti and I couldn't borrow a camera anymore. Alistair came in and I started borrowing him and his camera, and we used to go. I remember we went to Bean Valley Mega Mall to go shoot, like MSI GT80, I think that time, the first laptop with a mechanical switch. Cannot forget all of those memories, So yeah, a huge shout out to Alistair. Thank you so much. A huge shout out to, what do you call it, Shankar also, even though eventually Shankar dropped out because, he, like, at that time my work rate was just insane. Like I was obsessed, like I literally, like after getting back that day from queuing 10 hours in line, I only slept like I think in the afternoon of the next day. So I was awake for 24 plus hours that time. So yes, I can get obsessive that way. So eventually Shankar was like, hey man, oh dude, okay, I think we are not on the same level. You're just, so I was like, yeah, I understand. But a huge shout out to Shankar as well, to who I was actually instrumental in the starting of this channel. Huge shout out to Shruti as well for, the camera, which I initially used to start all of this whole thing in 720p, by the way. Huge shout out to everybody that has believed in me, that has, had faith in me, that has, encouraged me, that has left a comment, that has left a like, essentially you that is watching right now. Thank you so much. I would have never imagined that this would be where it is today, like not even in a million years. So thank you so much. That has basically been how this Geekception got started. And if I look at the time, it's almost 8 minutes there. So yes, I know I can tend to talk so much, but yes, that's basically been how I started Geekception. And the state of things today, I would say things have been okay. Definitely uploading videos every day has been a challenge. But the main reason why I'm doing it, if you're still watching this far, the main reason why I'm doing this is because I felt I was getting lazy. I felt I wasn't, really pushing myself. I felt that, and like 2 months ago, I don't know if I've said it previously before, but not so seriously, I was really seriously depressed. So I had to go to counseling. That helped. I started talking to my friends more often because I can tend to, kind of bury myself in a hole and just stay there. And I don't reach out to anybody. And I just, like stay in my room. So I started to reach out more. I started to hang out with people that I enjoyed their presence more. That also helped. So that was why, like I decided, you know what, okay, I think I'm going to upload every day till one day where, maybe I'm just tired, or perhaps, I don't know where it's going to stop, but at least let me get to day 50 first, which is like just 2 days from now, I think, or 1 day from now. So that's basically been it for how I started the channel. Thank you so much if you're still watching. Please have an amazing week. new video shall be coming up tomorrow, which is a games and playing video. So hopefully I should be introducing that new style of video as well tomorrow. So look out for that. Have an amazing week. Today is Sunday. I'm going to finish quickly cutting this video, and I have to go meet Alex, who is from Russia, but she is in Germany and she's not in Malaysia. Yes, I'm going to meet Alex to just hang out, and that's basically been. I shall catch you lovely, awesome, amazing people tomorrow. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye.